Okay, guys, last 1 minute, and the introduction first will be given by Santosh and then by Sai. Okay, Sai, you will open the house for discussion. Then the timer for 11 minutes will start. You guys are 8 in number, so 11 minutes timer will be there exact. After 11 minutes, I'll pop up a message to conclude, and then the conclusion will be presented by Akash and Surendra. Is it fine? All of you?
Yes, madam.
Okay,
Yes,
now
ma'am.
you're going to be
Yes,
judged
ma'am.
on number of perspectives. First is, don't go for only common pointers. If you have some extraordinary pointers, go for that. Some real life situations, if you could relate it out, it's going to be very easy topic, and social media is something that we are quite fond of also and quite know the consequences also, right? So, do you agree? Now, this question, this topic is a question mark, right? Is social media us making us anti-social? You can agree with it, you can disagree with it, and you can change your opinions in between. That depends on
Ma'am,
your
it's like a debate.
डिबेट में इज ओनली वन पॉइंटर कि आपको यस ही अकेला चलते रहना है. इसमें आप यस और नो दोनों चीजें डिस्कस कर सकते हो.
Okay, ma'am.
Clear? Yeah, both the things. And yeah,
Yes,
Hindi,
ma'am.
English, blend of both the language, completely welcome. No worries in that. Clear? Okay, guys.
Okay,
So
ma'am.
I think we can start. Santosh, go ahead with the introduction.
Okay, ma'am. Hi, friends. Good morning to all. Today, today I am going to start with the topic which is given by ma'am. Is social media making us anti-social or not? First, let me talk about social media. What is social media? Social media is the online platform and apps that allow us to create and interact with the other users, or we can say family and friends, and other content to interact with the information also. But today's topic is social media is making us anti-social or not. Today, friend, we may have different view regarding that. It is a debatable topic that it is making us anti-social or not. Firstly, now I am opening this house for group discussion. Let me discuss some point first. First, connecting and communicating with other users and expressing opinions on the things. It's the main basic thing of social media. But social media also made us far more content with the mobile and less more interactive with the surroundings, with the people which are around us. It's uh, it's like we are living in a world in which we are stuck to the mobile, not with the family and friends. We can see in our own house only that everyone has their handset separately, and even if they are sitting together, all are stuck in the mobile, not discussing anything or talking with each other, sharing their emotions or feelings. In this way, I can say that it is making us antisocial. And now you, no friend, anyone can join with me.
Okay, friends,
Okay,
good morning all.
Santosh, no, the
Okay,
introduction was completely. Just wait for guys. Next, Sai has to introduce, and then the house will open for the discussion. Santosh, it was not at all right way of introducing, right? I'll guide you at the end how you need to actually introduce it up. So, Sai, go ahead, and then the timer will begin. Now, the timer of 11 minutes starts. Go ahead, Sai.
good morning, friends. My name is K. Sai Sundarram. I take this opportunity to introduce myself to initiate the topic today. The topic given, which was is social media making an anti-social. I think social media means connecting the far people with the same platform, one platform which we can interact with each other. This means it reducing the communication gap between the two people and also increasing the communication skills which one can develop from one another. And also it what communication is it also reduces the interaction between humans, like we are not talking to each other and we are only watching movies, and also social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and we are wasting our time in watching these videos and all. And also some advantages are there. Some advantages like if we in a before Corona, we used to get any videos means we have to search in books, videos means search in book Snapchat like that. But nowadays, more and more online platforms are coming, so that we can learn from them. Uh, I think social media is anti also. Okay, that's all from myself.
Adding to Sai, rather than deep personal connections and interactions, I think the social media is promoting the online interaction, which is resulting into the loneliness and the isolation among the young generation. So I think it is one of the biggest problems that the young generation is facing. And moreover, there has been the constant exposure to the idealized version of the other's life on the social media platforms, such as in Instagram. Many youngsters are idealizing many celebrities and comparing their beauty standards with them, which is leading to the social comparison and feeling of inadequacy.
Okay, friends. Uh, Now I am to add some more things. So first of all, platform the social media is not limited to the Instagram or WhatsApp or Facebook. It is a broader aspect. So in which there are many types of social media interaction platforms like blogs and the online purchasing the platforms like e-commerce. These are also the platforms for social media in which they are purchasing and selling their products, and also the blogs and websites and so many apps like chatbots. These are all coming into the social media. Now our point is that social media is an anti-social or social. So it is a broader concept. So we cannot limit it to its only the way we using, the way we interacting with each other. So in perspective of security, security means the sovereignty of the nation, the personal privacy of the privacy of the persons. So if we cross our limits in the privacy and security purpose, it may lead to the antisocial. So there are so many things, and nowadays it is very problematic to deal with it. Nowadays the deep fake, it is a changing of the faces of the persons, uh, and also the online platform and in Instagram, Facebook, there are so many videos
So
and
friends, I want to highlight one of the major concerns related to social media. So first thing is that social media is enabling the spread of the misinformation. We can see that Lok Sabha elections are coming around. So hence polarization can be easily done by the political parties to win the elections. So I think social media has, I think the social media is misusing by the political parties.
as political parties are using the social
Hello
influencers.
everyone,
By using the social media
myself.
idols and influencers, they are attracting the people and mass polarization of the political provocation. So it is also a good thing, but it is not an antisocial thing. So if they are promoting their parties, that's not a antisocial thing. I think.
Like we have websites like LinkedIn, something
Hello everyone.
where we can
I would like
find
to
jobs.
add one
We can,
more point of
okay, continue. No?
yeah.
I would
I
like
would
to
like to
add
add
that
one point
social
about
media is
social media,
not
about its advantages.
social media is not making all. It's not only about making anti-social. It's also about connecting with peoples and friends, which we have left in past, like in our school days, college days. But no, we can stay connected with them through social media. We can keep a regular.
Yes.
They update regular day-to-day life in their social media, what's going in their life, and something which is exciting. Although they show most of the part of good happening only on social media, but that is also a way of showing that they are good in their life, doing something good.
Social media also an anti-social
I would
in
like
the
to
way
add.
in the misinformation leading to misinformation, sexual abusement, and discrimination bias, discrimination basis. It leads to some anti-social things are going to happen, and it is social isolation. It also reduces the cognitive abilities of a person who interact with the people. In is not actually is not actually connecting the people in interacting with people physically, so their cognitive abilities also got reduced. So it is not much related to the antisocial, but it also some effect on that.
I'd like
to
to share a point
like
on
AI.
anti-social that we have lots of friends on social media, but in actual
I
life
would like to
nowadays
add
we
one
can
point
say
about advantages of social
there is
media.
very less friend in real
Okay.
life. So it's also a way of making us anti-social. So which is not a good thing when we are in need. No social media friend are going to help the person who is around surrounding us is going only to help us. So we need more often we need to more oftenly communicate with the one which is near us, not only on the social media platform.
Yes, Satish, go ahead, brother.
So guys, yeah. So there are many advantages and disadvantages as we see of social media. So if we speak about advantages, then let's say there is a particular tribe in India which has a low population. So if they are living at a longer distances, means in terms of distance, they are living far away to each other. Then if means by using social media apps, they can connect to each other, and because of their low number, if there is any kind of crime or hatred is happening against them, then other people who are living at other distance, they can come up with kind of any kind of means they can post it on social media about what is happening about their particular tribe. Means that is how they can connect to each other if their number is less. And yeah, that means they can also share their cultural program social media. That is how they can connect to each other. So
I would like
and
to add
another
something
thing,
to
if I
Satish,
talk about advantages of social media, yes,
that Satish is saying about community or tribe communication. He's right about that. Just we can see
yes,
that what is happening in Ladakh. Sonam Wangchuk now protesting in Ladakh about climate
yeah.
change.
This is the best
Uh,
example. Yeah,
Yeah, this is the
yeah,
best example.
which
Yeah,
if we are
I
not
think it
yeah,
can have
really.
an advantage
if
and
we were not
disadvantages.
connected on social media, if we are not connected on social media, we might not have any knowledge about what's happening in Ladakh
Yes,
and
yes.
Yeah,
what's
different
its
parts of the world
benefit
also.
and what about he is protesting. So it's a benefit of social media. We can say that.
Yes,
So
I
friends,
completely
now I
agree
Yes,
with
think
and also it will create and have
so
it will
social
create and
media
have
is a
for
platform to us
example, if
to represent our communities traditions and give some identity. So it also help the people to connect with their ancestors and knowing their grassroots from where they evolved their traditions, their communication,
Yes,
their practices,
absolutely.
their
Yes.
practices,
Yeah,
and it gives some identity to the
and
vulnerable,
also they can
particular
keep the
vulnerable, the
so
vulnerable
now so
state.
yeah.
now I so now friends, I think it is important to recognize that social media is a tool like any other tool, and its impact depends upon how we use it. So I think
Mm,
one should try to develop and promote the healthy social media habits and maintaining the balance between the online and offline interactions, such that a balanced viewpoint can be achieved.
Now I want to add the point that
the
children or
that one.
immature people who are destroying their time in social media, it is harmful for us because they are the future of our community. So if they are destroying their time in social media, so it is harmful, and they uses to pass their time 9 hours 8 hours with their phone, so it is harmful for their eye also, so it is not good for us. And if we think that students are far away from the social connection, they are not connecting each other, uh, they are
And
connecting each other
also,
virtually,
and also, I
but
think
they are not connecting each other directly, so it is not good for their improve their communication skill also, because they are not comfortable to communicate to each other in directly or directly, and they are not reading the newspapers, so they are far away from the social things also.
I
So
want
I
to take
think the
I would
some.
like to
mature
I
people
would like to
use the social media
Friends,
maturely,
I
it
would
is
like
like
to
good
to
for
add
major
one
our
point
society.
highlight a
and
major issue
if
of
we
social
use like
media
software
that
tools like
nowadays social
AI.
media is very much used for cheating, raising fraud, and for spamming spamming and blackmailing, which is anti-social for from everyone point of view. I think
Akash,
it
Akash told
it,
one
it
point.
must be
I
governed
think the
properly.
time
would
has
like to talk
already
on that.
ended. I think the time is already ended. So you have to take care of your consideration of the time management also. It's not like you have to continue your point speaking, right? So beware of that.
Okay.
Now, there are number of faults. Like I tell you, this was a very simple topic because social media is something that you all are aware of, and still we are interacting on the basis of that only, right? But if I judge you on the quality content, Rishabh, what happened to you? Yesterday you were doing really great, and today it was just a basic one. Why so?
Ma'am, actually pointers were not coming. I think.
Pointers. Now social media मैंने कल बोला भी है, इससे simple topic नहीं मैं दे सकती थी. This topic can come in multiple perspectives. Is social media polarizing people? Is social media making us antisocial? Is social media good, or you can say a boon or a bane for the society? Something like that, right? So this topic can carry multiple contexts. So you, whenever I tell you, have a pointer of this topic, try to note this topic into 5 different dimensions. Now, coming to the very first person, I think the introduction part, it was done by Santosh. Santosh, completely wrong introduction. Did you do it for the first time? Unmute your mic first.
Unmute.
Yeah, go ahead now.
Okay, sorry, ma'am. It was my first introduction, ma'am.
First introduction. So that is why you were not even aware. देखो, once you open the house for discussion, उसके बाद अपने pointers नहीं देने होते हैं. ठीक है? आप अपना point देके and remember it, why guys, first thing, introduction conclusion होता है आपका neutral. ठीक है? Social media अच्छा भी है, बुरा भी है. जैसे मैंने आपको बताया था कल भी एक चीज है. Something is good and something is bad. You can use some liners like that and even note it down. Every coin has got 2 sides. Some are the positive aspects and some are the negative aspects. It depends on the individual perspective which side a person wants to look at. Yeah, a boat cannot sail without a radar. Everything carries some kind of a cons and pros with it. It depends on a person's, you can say, perspective, which side he wants to share more and he wants to consider more, right? तो ये लाइनर्स है ना, कुछ ये याद कर लो. कोई भी ऐसा टॉपिक आ जाए, चाहे इंट्रो में डाल देना, चाहे कंक्लूजन में डाल देना. जैसे इंट्रो आए तो गुड मॉर्निंग एवरीवन. I, on the behalf of entire group, is going to introduce today's group discussion. Or the group discussion assigned to us today is a question for all of us. पूछा करो कि it's a question for all of us. It's a serious concern for all of us. अब ये serious concern नहीं है इतना. एक question पूछा गया है या dilemma है that is social media making us anti-social? So we need to give our share our perspectives. आपके according क्या है? आप एक perspective share करो. दोनों नहीं share करने हैं. What was done by I think Sai also. Advantages भी दे दिए, disadvantages भी दे दिए. That is not the way. You have to say that according to my opinion, yes, social media is making us anti-social, or the negative sign wins over the positive one. इस तरह से बताओगे. उसके बाद due to number of factors, and one factor I can relate is that we try to have less of physical intimacy with our family ones now, and we try to consider more time on this engaging ourselves in terms of this. ठीक है, या बहुत ज्यादा आपने देखा है इस तरह से करके एंड देन यू ओपन द हाउस फॉर डिस्कशन. एक पॉइंट बोलना है, एक साइड. उसके बाद द पॉइंट वाज डन बाय साई की भी गलत थी, संतोष की भी गलत थी. ठीक है, तो इट वाज दोबारा प्रैक्टिस करना तुम दोनों. देन इट वाज ऋषभ. ऋषभ इज देयर? ओके, ऋषभ बहुत जेनरिक पॉइंट. ऋषभ पहले लिंकेज होता था. साई, आई एग्री विद यू, आई डिसएग्री विद यू, समथिंग लाइक दैट. फिर आता है अपने ऑनलाइन एजुकेशन सोशल कंपैरिजन का अगर एग्जांपल दिया था ऋषभ, उस पे क्यों नहीं किया कि मेनी ऑफ द एक्चुअली इन्फ्लुएंसर्स या बच्चे सुसाइड्स कर रहे हैं ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ द सोशल कंपैरिजन. बहुत आपने एक्टर्स एक्ट्रेसेस देखे हैं हु आर लीडिंग अ वेरी ब्यूटीफुल लाइफ बट ड्यू टू
Ma'am, I mentioned that they are comparing their beauty standard with the celebrities.
That's it. आपने रियल लाइफ इंसिडेंट्स, अभी कितनी डेथ्स लास्ट ईयर में हुई है, कितनी सुसाइड केसेस हुए हैं. मैं वही बोलती हूँ, व्हाट इज गोइंग टू मेक यू डिफरेंट ओवर देयर इज सम काइंड ऑफ अ नेचुरल इंसिडेंट यू ऐड टू. आपका पॉइंट ठीक था, पर अगर आप नेचुरल कंपैरिजन में डालोगे नहीं, किस तरह का नेचुरल कंपैरिजन. ठीक है, तो ट्राई टू ऐड सच थिंग्स अपने पॉइंट को अच्छा वे करने के लिए. देन इट वाज सुरेंद्र. सुरेंद्र, एक तो स्टार्टिंग गलत है. पहली चीज, नाउ आई एम टू ऐड समथिंग. यू आर नॉट टू ऐड समथिंग, यू आर नॉट फोर्स्ड टू ऐड समथिंग. इट विल से आपने बाद में बोला कि नाउ पॉइंट ऑफ डिस्कशन इज इट इज सोशल और एंटी सोशल, राइट? ये आपकी लाइनर्स हैं जो मैंने नोट किए हैं. अब वो लाइनर्स ये स्टार्टिंग इंट्रोडक्शन नहीं कर रहे हैं. You have to start it like this. Okay, so according to my opinion, I think I don't agree with you guys. According to me, yes, social media is giving us a good advantages. It's not only about you can call it out as the platforms, but the Zoom platform, the blogging, this, all these are things are giving us great advantage. And these are the modes of interaction. Right now, we are also interacting. So it is, yes, it is not making us anti-social. राइट। आप दोनों पॉइंट्स इकट्ठे मत बताओ, क्यों बता रहे हो दोनों? प्राइवेसी पे कंसर्न वाला नेगेटिव बता दिया, ब्लॉगिंग वगैरह वाला एक तरह का पर्सपेक्टिव पॉजिटिव हो गया। ठीक है, दो इकट्ठे नहीं बताने हैं, दैट्स नॉट अ डिबेट। जैसे साई ने स्टार्टिंग में पूछा था डिबेट है या क्या है, डिबेट नहीं है, इट्स अ डिस्कशन, वन पॉइंटर एट अ टाइम, ईदर यू एग्री एंड डिसएग्री। हाँ, उसके बाद आप दोबारा से जब बोलो तो आप दूसरी साइड ले लो, व्हाट्स द प्रॉब्लम इन दैट? आपका सुरेंद्र पार्टिसिपेशन वाज गुड, बट वही चीज है, जब आप ऐसे पॉइंट को समझाओगे ऑब्वियसली वो लेंथिंग होता रहेगा, राइट? थोड़ी लेंथ ऑब्वियसली घेरता रहेगा। अगर आप स्टार्टिंग में यू विल सिंपली से इट आउट, ओके गाइस, आई एग्री विद दिस पॉइंट दैट यस सोशल मीडिया इज मेकिंग अस एंटी सोशल एंड वी हैव लॉट्स ऑफ प्राइवेसी कंसर्न एंड वी हैव लॉट्स ऑफ सच स्टेटमेंट्स, वो चीज आ जाता है। अब आप लोग के कुछ पॉइंटर्स सोशल मीडिया के डिसएडवांटेजेस की तरफ चले गए थे, रेदर देन सोशल मीडिया एंटी सोशल बना रहा है। एंटी सोशल बनाने का होता है दैट वी आर नाउ, मेनी पीपल ऑफ अस और मेनी पीपल हैव, दे माइट बी वेरी कंफर्टेबल इन चैटिंग, लेकिन तभी कॉल आ जाए उस पर्सन का, वी आर नॉट कंफर्टेबल, वी डोंट वांट टू टॉक ऑन द कॉल, वी डोंट वांट टू मीट दैट पर्सन इन ह्यूमन और इन रियल, we try to give that formulations in the form of chatting, chit chatting। कितने लोगों के साथ होता है? बहुत लोगों के साथ ऐसे होते हैं। every person has such personality, even I am not very comfortable, I'm very comfortable in chatting and all that, but if a person calls me at that time, I'm like why the person calls, right? So that's a human tendency and these things could be discussed, जो actually natural happen होता है। ये तो pointers आपके उसी time पे बन जाएंगे। फिर आई थिंक संतोष का पॉइंट था, आई थिंक जो फ्रेंड्स लेफ्ट इन पास्ट वगैरह, जो भी पॉइंट था आपका संतोष, पॉइंट वाज
Yes,
ओके। ठीक है, इसका ये आ जाएगा, आपको हेडर यूज करना होता है, बेसिक इनफॉर्मल वे में नहीं बोलना संतोष। इट इज लाइक वी कैन ऑल रिलेट दैट वी हैव मेनी ऑफ आवर फ्रेंड्स इन द पास्ट एंड वी कैन स्टिल इंटरेक्ट विद देम ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दैट, सो इट हेल्प्स इट इंक्रीजिंग कनेक्टिविटी, कनेक्टिविटी हैज बीन इंक्रीज्ड। उस पॉइंट को अच्छे से फॉर्मुलेट करके पहले हेडर दो। सुरेश का पॉइंट था, वो भी सुरेंद्र का पॉइंट अबाउट योर सेक्सुअल एंड दिस असॉल्टमेंट डिस्क्रिमिनेशन, ये चीजें जो है ये किस बेसिस पे कर रहा है? ये सेक्सुअल असॉल्टमेंट एंड ऑल दैट कहाँ पे होती है? इंस्टाग्राम या किसी फेसबुक या किसी के कमेंट्स पे होगी ना, उसको एक्सप्लेन करो। इट इज नॉट ओनली, कैसे एंटी सोशल, आपने सीधा बता दिया, डिस्क्रिमिनेशन होती है, कैसे होती है? So you get lots of comments on racism, lots of comment of this. Such feeds are actually shared, and people like they bully on the comment section. Also, they bully one another, and they bully it like anything. That's a very wrong medium, and that is why many people they fail to interact in real. They get scared. उनको डर लगता है। Actually में तो डर लगता है ना इन चीजों से। तो उसको समझाओ किस तरह से करते हो। इट इज नॉट वो एंटी सोशल हो गए, डिस्क्रिमिनेशन हुई तो वो तो आवाज उठाएंगे, बट डिस्क्रिमिनेशन होती है वो उनके मेंटल इमोशनल लेवल को, इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस को इतना इफेक्ट करते हैं दैट वी डू इट लाइक पीपल सरेंडर। वो रियल लाइफ में भी बात करने से शर्माते हैं, डरते हैं, दे आर बुलीड लाइक एनी। ठीक है, दैट इज अनदर पर्सपेक्टिव। देन ऋषभ एंड या बाकी पॉइंटर्स दे वर ओके। एक पॉइंट जो था आई थिंक इट वाज फ्रॉम आकाश साइड। आकाश, जो लास्ट का पॉइंटर था ना अबाउट द आईज एंड ऑल दैट, कि बच्चों के लिए होता है या फिर कोई भी
हाँ।
चीज है, वो बताओ मुझे, एंटी सोशल का पॉइंट है या फिर नेगेटिव ऑफ सोशल मीडिया है?
नेगेटिव ऑफ सोशल मीडिया मैम, कि कैसे कैसे दिक्कत होता है, बच्चे इमैच्योर पर्सन जो होते हैं जैसे चिल्ड्रन, वो ज्यादा सोशल मीडिया यूज करने से उसका
आई अंडरस्टूड दैट। मैं टॉपिक आपसे पूछू, और टॉपिक क्या था?
एंटी सोशल मैम,
और
सोशल मीडिया
आपने
इज,
किससे पूछा?
सॉरी मैम।
समझ आ गया?
यस मैम।
That is a digression. This is a problem in group discussion. Many of the students, they start with the topic and they actually digress. They start discussing on the negatives of social media. But the topic is it's anti-social elements. Anti-social elements में क्या क्या आता है, वो चीजें डिस्कस करनी है। डिप्रेशन में बहुत लोग चले जाते हैं ये चीजें, बट डिप्रेशन क्यों नहीं डिस्कस किया? जो आपने बहुत ज्यादा चीजें नॉर्मली देखी होंगी, दैट दिस इज अ लाइमलाइट। आपने बहुत ज्यादा, अगर आपको कोई ये चीज नहीं आता है, तो many of the this there was I think some club or association by Deepika Padukone also related to depression and all that, कि बहुत लोगों ने initiatives
yes,
लिए हैं,
ma'am.
राइट? तो ये चीजें तो बहुत नॉर्मल है। ब्रेकअप्स हो गए तो कोई प्रॉब्लम हो गई, ये सारी चीजें फेसबुक पे बहुत फॉल्स मीटिंग होती है, फॉल्स मीटिंग के बाद वो बुलिड हो जाते हैं और उससे वो डर हो जाता है। तो द काइंड ऑफ फियर अ पर्सन प्रेजेंट्स, दैट इज ऑन बेसिस ऑफ सोशल मीडिया। सोशल कंपैरिजन भी जो ऋषभ ने किया था, उससे क्या होता है? सुसाइड्स, डेथ, ये चीजें आ जाती है, बिकॉज वी फील लाइक कि हम सोशल मीडिया खोलते हैं एंड एवरीवन इज हैविंग अ वेरी फैंसी लाइफ एंड वी गेट लाइक इन द मोड ऑफ डिप्रेशन, भाई हमारी लाइफ खराब है। दैट एक्चुअली हैपेंस। ठीक है, तो ट्राई टू रिलेट इट विद द नेचुरल इंसिडेंट्स। आई एम टेलिंग यू वेरी क्लियरली, हर टॉपिक को सोचा करो, कल जब तुम्हें टाइम मिला था कितने जेन्युइनली टेल मी लोगों ने एक्चुअली सोशल मीडिया को सर्च किया था? None of you. And then you say me कि मैम मेरी प्रैक्टिस है ग्रुप डिस्कशन। कंक्लूजन में मैंने तुम्हें चीजें बताई थी, ये टॉपिक है, इसके पॉजिटिव भी है नेगेटिव भी है। How you need to do it out is like, okay, on the behalf of everyone, I'm going to conclude the group discussion, right? So there were some pointers, like as every coin has got two sides, we discussed both the positive and negative aspects. Like, is it really making us antisocial? And it is. Some were in the view of that it is making, others were in the view of its yeah. Ujjwal?
Hello,
Yeah, go ahead, Ujjwal.
ma'am. This is my first interaction class. I'm sorry for you for I'm not engaging in that. I'm only listening what is the group discussion is all about. I'm sorry, ma'am. Next time I will do my better. I will do my best.
No, Ujjwal, I think Ayush ne bhi participation bahut, like it was not there from side also. So there are some
Ma'am,
friends.
ma'am, this is my first time, ma'am. I am seeing that how the GD is working on this platform,
No
and I'm
worries,
seeing
no
that.
worries. No worries with that. You just listen it out. Ladies,
Ma'am,
किस तरह से
can I
लोग
say about something about the social media, ma'am, on my side?
just a second, let me first conclude it out and then you will be free to speak, right? Now listen very
Okay.
carefully. In the basis of conclusion, I'm just telling you, learn the write down the simple pointers. आपने बोलना है कुछ लोग एग्रीमेंट पे थे, कुछ लोग डिसएग्रीमेंट पे थे, ठीक है? एंड सम पॉइंटर्स पर आप एक बेसिक जेनरिक पॉइंट्स करोगे एंड, और जब इसकी एंडिंग करोगे, एंडिंग इज ऑलवेज न्यूट्रल। Ending is always on the positive side. It is like that. We need to learn. It's about the human perspectives, like which thing we want to discuss, and we need to consider the positive and improve the shortcomings so that social media does not make us any more antisocial. Clear? Last slide is आपकी
This is my first time.
Everyone who is having the first time, no worries in it. First, have a simulation.
Ma'am,
किस तरह से
any
करना
feedback to me?
Satish, I gave you the feedback first also. आपके जो tribal वाला point था and it was not relevant much. You understand? Pointers ये हमारे relevant नहीं है इतने. Content पे पहले work करा करो. मैं आपको एक दिन पहले topics की headings बता देती होती हूँ कि आपको किस पे discuss करना है. आपको social media पे पहले हमने entertainment पे discuss किया, EVs पे discuss किया. Then it was about environment. This was a 4-day which was about your social media. Tomorrow's topic I'm also going to give you on what topic I'm going to tell you. But first tell me one thing, अगर तुम आपको topic तब announce करो अगर तो तुम थोड़ा research करोगे. अगर तुम्हें research ही नहीं करनी है, then there is no use of it.
No, I made a research, ma'am.
Only Surinder made it research.
I have also studied something.
Yes,
Not
ma'am,
much, but
I done
मैम
so.
ये मेरा फर्स्ट क्लास है तो मैं अभी आया के कुछ पॉइंट बना के बोल दिया जस्ट मैम।
Sorry. Who is speaking? Can the person speak again?
मैम आज मेरा फर्स्ट क्लास तो था तो मैंने आज आके आपने बोला तो उसके बाद कुछ पॉइंट बनाया उसके बाद बोल दिया मैम, सर्च नहीं किया था।
हाँ सर्च करो, जिनका फर्स्ट था ऋषभ क्यों नहीं सर्च किया था? And it was very bad, Rishabh. The performance you gave today, अगर मैंने ये देखी होती कल, I would not have appreciated 170 you. ठीक है?
I'll try my best next time.
Okay, now I'm giving you two topics. आपकी choice है, maybe you get it on sports पे करना चाहोगे या फिर you want to do it on education.
Sports.
Education, ma'am. Education.
Education, ma'am.
Let's keep tomorrow's day on education. ठीक है? अपनी notebooks please intact कर लो. किस किसने start कर दिया notepad बनाना? How many of you have done it? Only Rishabh.
Me,
Santosh.
ma'am. Me starting from today.
Asha, ma'am.
That is an appreciable point. If you start making your notepads ready, intact it out. जितने GDs लगाते हो, जितने pointers हैं, discuss करो मेरे साथ, ठीक है? और तुम्हारा भी कोई favorite topic है, we can note it down. We will discuss that too. मुझे कोई issue नहीं है, ठीक है? But एक-एक topic
Ma'am,
पहले, हाँ संतोष?
Was my example relevant of Ladakh one?
Sorry, Santosh, I could not understand.
The example I have given about Ladakh, was it relevant or not?
Yeah, it was. I won't say it out much, but average. जो मेरे को बहुत अच्छे pointers देखे मैंने note कर लिए थे, ठीक है?
Okay.
आपके संतोष pointers में एक bluffing बहुत है, एक flow maintain नहीं है अभी. आप अपनी intro खुद सुनना, एक बार recording सुनना, ठीक है?
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am,
अटक-अटक के
ma'am,
बोलते हैं जब हमारा confidence low लगता है. क्या उज्जवल?
मैम मैं ये कहना चाह रहा था मैम कि अभी जो नोटिस आया था कि दोपहर 2 बजे की क्लास होगा तो वो आज होगा मैम दोपहर 2 बजे या फिर नहीं होगा?
Can anyone hear Ujjwal properly and can
मैम मेरा ये कहना था मैम कि जो नोटिस आया था ग्रुप में उसमें था कि आज दोपहर 2 बजे भी एक जीडी क्लास होगा आपके साइड से तो वो आज होगा मैम या फिर सीधा कल होगा?
Ujjwal, you have some background. Anyone else who can tell me what Ujjwal is
Ma'am,
speaking?
he is asking that.
Ma'am, we're talking about 1:30 p.m. class. Is it going to happen or not?
1:30 पे same GD है Ujjwal. Same GD, same topic will be there. So what I want is that the ones who are very first, जब आप पहली बार सुनते हो topic, तभी आप discuss करा करो. There's a background noise from your side, Ujjwal. Please be in a noise where there's no other background.
मैम am I audible to you मैम?
वो इसी के रिगार्डिंग
See guys, it's just दो GDs के slots है. For some students who can attend it in the morning, some can attend in the evening and all that. Thing is कि same topic discuss होगा, but when you listen to the topic for the first time, that is the exact drill for yourself. अगर आप पढ़ के टॉपिक को परफॉर्म करोगे, बाकी ने नहीं पढ़ा होगा, obviously you will stand out against them, but there is no benefit of it. ठीक है, तो कोशिश करा करो फर्स्ट सिमुलेशन और वन टाइम ही हो. हाँ, विजेंद्र सर एक्स्ट्रा टॉपिक ले रहे हैं, गो अहेड फॉर दैट, नो वरीज इन इट. तो आपको एक्स्ट्रा चांस मिल रहा है. ठीक है, some days he is taking it out, some days I am taking it out. I go with my patrons, he go with his patrons, right? So both are essential and both you have to carry it out once in your this day, right?
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, one request.
Yeah, Ayush?
Ma'am, if you're taking 2 sessions, ma'am, please kindly give 2 different topics in the 2 sessions, because if anyone wants to practice more, he can join 2 sessions. And
for that, I have already I want 8 students at a time, and if the next will join it out, the 8 students others they won't be able to perform it out. So that is what I'm saying. You Vijender sir will take if an extra, he can guide an extra. I will make it like anyone misses according to the time interval. There are some people who are working and all. So for their comfort also, I'm doing it. Okay, that is why I'm giving 2 sessions. No worries, sir लेंगे तो वो different topics. Okay, yeah, guys. Chalo, all the best. Surinder, you just Surinder, your time was there at 11, right? So
Yes,
you
ma'am.
interact there at just 12:45 is okay for you?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, you'll be there at 12:45. Okay, guys? Chalo,
Okay, thank you.
all the best, guys, and we are going to meet tomorrow and discuss about education. Please come prepared on it. Okay?
मैम
Yeah, guys. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.